quick question. I have not been here the entire hearing, but I don't think this question has been posed for each of you, and we can start at the far end. Do you believe that all Somalis are engaged in fraud?
I do not, and I'd like
Okay, just yes or no. Next.
Of course not.
Oh, absolutely not. We have good Somali people in our state.
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you so much. I just want to make sure I level set, because it seems like we want to continue to, especially as we just heard those particular articles entered into the record, we want to continue to just make it seem as if you are Somali, then somehow you are a fraudster. And this administration has decided that it wants a target on their backs. And so when my colleague, Ms. Randall, decided that she wanted to talk about the threats that are being made towards various Somali people, the reason she brought it up is because this particular side of the aisle has a tendency of, if one person does something bad, especially if they are an immigrant, then we are going to cast aside that entire community. So I wanted to level set, and I appreciate your honesty, because that's something that we very rarely get from my colleagues on the other side of the aisle. In fact, if we want to talk about fraud, I got a lot of fraud that we're going to talk about, because we're going to get into this, but I am very curious to hear. Let me ask you, Mr. Ballou, are you aware of?
This is why y'all don't like this. This is why y'all don't like her. Y'all don't like her because she feisty. That's how black women are, bro. You can't steamroll black women. You can't just roll over black women. They don't go, dog. They don't go, dog.
Allegations that $50,000 in taxpayer dollars have been given to someone that is currently sitting in this administration by the name of Tom Homan. Are you aware? Okay, that's a yes.
I am.
Okay. And last I checked, and correct me if I'm wrong if you have different information, but he was given that $50,000 in exchange for being able to provide contracts and kickbacks to people as soon as Trump was going to get into office. The DOJ was actually investigating this, but as soon as Trump got into office, last I checked, he actually said, go ahead and throw away that case.
So it was a Department of Justice investigation, and he accepted the money from an undercover FBI agent in cash.
Are you aware as to whether or not we ever got that $50,000 back?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Are you aware as to whether or not this committee has decided to investigate that?
I'm not.
Are you aware as to whether or not any committee in Congress has decided to investigate the fact that we know that he took $50,000 from an undercover officer, and yet we still don't have that money, nor does he have any charges?
I'm not.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. We're living through the most corrupt presidential administration in American history, a $300 million ballroom, a $230 million payout from the Department of Justice because the president got his feelings hurt because he had to be investigated for being a criminal. Hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars spent at Trump-owned properties around the country, Trump-branded wine being sold at the Coast Guard exchanges, American taxpayer dollars being spent on DHS propaganda ads on Truth Social, awarding federal contracts to corporations in exchange for campaign contributions. Kash Patel flew his girlfriend around the country on a multi-million-dollar jet that taxpayers paid for. Kristi Noem gave companies she's affiliated with hundreds of millions of tax dollars, then went out and spent another $200 million on 2 private jets for her travel. For 12 months, this administration has been taking...
Y'all don't be wanting me to get into this politics shit, dog. Y'all really don't want me to. Because y'all gonna say I'm tripping, but all these things this lady saying is the truth, bro. They cannot stand this lady because she is good with numbers, bro. See, one thing America is they always number gal. So she chooses to use their own numbers on them, bro, and they don't like it, bro. They hate that, bro.
Millions of taxpayer dollars from American people, and have been giving it away to their own companies in the form of tax cuts, government contracts, or other government-funded subsidies. So Congress has a role in getting rid of fraud, I will admit that, in any federally funded government program. However, I think the fraud that the American people are concerned about is that Republicans are taking away Americans' health care so that ultra-billionaires can get more tax cuts. The real fraud is the dehumanization and demonization of the working-class Americans and immigrants to distract folks away from corporate socialism that's happening because of the Republicans. So this is truly the definition of throwing away the baby with the bathwater. The Republican philosophy is that if the cost of living for the average American increases, they're on their own. But if the cost of doing business increases for the wealthiest people on earth, well, then it's the government job to bail them out.
Man,
but I want to get...
Talk to them. Talk to them, girl. Talk to them people, man.
Get to my last question, because Mr. Ballou, I got to give you a chance.
Hey.
He's been issuing pardons
Right
for numerous people who have defrauded the American people. And
young
Republicans on this committee, yeah, just as quiet as the room just got, right? So, Mr. Ballou.
Yes. Somebody needs to go in there and talk to these people like that. Go talk to them like that. Hey, man. Hey, man. Bro. That's why y'all hate her. Y'all hate stand-up women. Y'all want them women that say, yes, sir. Yes, sir, daddy. Yes, sir. That's what y'all want, right? Y'all don't want nobody to stand up and fight against, like, come on, man.
Talk to me about how the Trump administration has welcomed fraud across government by purging DOJ attorneys and shuttering ethics office across the federal government.
Well, you know, one of the things that's been a common theme in this discussion so far is potential government employee involvement in some of these schemes. That hasn't been proven yet, but it does seem to be alleged. The concern that I have is the office that would prosecute that in the Department of Justice, the Public Integrity Section, has been largely defunded and decimated.
Thank you so much. My time has expired, but I do have some UCs, Mr. Chairman.
I got something that I want to show y'all real fast.
The first one is from Truth Out. Trump grants leniency to executive who led $205 billion Medicare fraud scheme. The next one is Trump commutes sentence of Dr. Solomon Belgian, eye doctor, found guilty of Medicare fraud. The next one, healthcare fraudster Philip.
I'll show y'all something now.
Is latest Trump. Show y'all something now.
It's enough to shake an entire continent. Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, had just 2 days to hand over 70% of the country's gold reserves. Otherwise, the country would have to immediately pay the entire debt and interest, amounting to $5.6 billion. And the name at the bottom of the telegram? Donald J. Trump. At the time, he was the President of the United States, the most powerful voice in the Group of Seven and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. But this was more...
Hey, nigga, this nigga name is Debo. From now on, this man name is Debo, dog. I'm finna explain to y'all what y'all watching. Y'all won't scram on me. What y'all are watching is that president, that black African president that was going against Trump. Okay, America loaned them some money on some type of situations or whatever. Okay, remember Africa got all the gold. Africa got all the gold, more gold than anybody in the whole world. What did New Zealand have? All the oil, more oil than anybody in the world. You going over there trying to take it away from their people. Put a ticket on the board. If they don't take it, nigga, we taking it, nigga. Hey, yo. So, but I'm gonna tell you though, blacks are smarter than y'all think, dog. I don't know why white people think that black people are stupid, bro. Like we dumb or something like that, bro. Now we're not stupid, bro. We're smarter than y'all. You just don't realize.
He was using his absolute power to launch a global economic attack under the guise of behind-the-scenes diplomacy. The demand shocked not only Washington, but also the neutral nations of the G7 and the 19 countries of the IMF system. No negotiation, no concessions, just a cold ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
Or surrender half
Didn't I
of
tell y'all that?
newly...
Didn't I tell y'all, dog, he not making no deals. He making demands, dog. A deal and a demand is two different things, bro. If you don't co-sign with a deal, we taking that shit over. We gonna take it, nigga. This nigga is the Debo king, dog. Debo and us right now. Y'all better start paying attention, dog.
This was a threat aimed straight at the heart of Ouagadougou and the Burkina Faso government.
Yes.
And before we dive into the story, don't forget to subscribe to continue discovering hot content like this According to sources, the classified cable did not simply appear out of nowhere. It was delivered by hand through an absolutely trusted intermediary. Representing the G7 at that moment was Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, alongside Kristalina Georgieva, the Bulgarian-born managing director of the IMF. Early in the morning, exactly 6:30 a.m. on the 12th of August 2025, the cable was placed on the desk of Captain Ibrahim Traore. The message was sharp and unmistakable. Either allow corporations from the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, France, and Germany backed by the IMF to immediately begin mining and exporting 70% of the gold.
Bro.
Or pay USD 5.
Bro, this is their resource, bro. This is the resource that keeps their country rolling. This is the resource that keeps their country rolling. And you gonna take 70% of, they produce this shit, nigga. You ain't produce shit. America ain't produce shit, nigga. How the fuck you gonna go over there and tell them people you gonna take 70% of the gold, bro? It's they shit. Like, dog, y'all crazy, dog. And this y'all president, dog. This the nigga y'all voted for, bro. Bro, he started shit with these people, dog.
Nations,
dog.
plus the IMF
deeper than y'all think,
of
dog.
324 million SDR.
This shit made me mad,
Total
dog.
debt, 10
Fuck,
billion.
you can do this shit
The
in the
deadline,
opening, dog.
48 hours
legal?
to decide.
48 hours to
Refuse
decide, nigga, like
and
some
be
movie
prepared to
shit.
face sanctions, resource blockades, and engineered internal destabilization. This was not diplomacy.
Come on,
This was a
dog.
barefaced act of extortion.
get your hoe
The
ass
tone of the
over,
message
bro.
believed to be from Donald Trump was as cold and rigid
Come on,
as
bro.
steel. We
This
saved
shit,
you from
dog, y'all
terrorism.
staying in these
We
hoe
fed
ass
you when you were starving.
God
We lent
damn,
you
bro.
money. Now it's time to pay your debts or pay the price. But Trump miscalculated.
Threatening them.
The most powerful man in
Threatening
Burkina Faso was not one to be cowed.
Bro.
Traore did not flinch.
Bro, we talking about threats over a debt, bro. Not threats over we gonna bomb we gonna come to America and blow y'all up or not none of that, dog. Threats, you talking about threats and wars over a debt? Man, come on, dog.
He immediately summoned key
Come on,
political
bro.
leaders, senior military commanders, and the most trusted mining executives. In the meeting, he made his position crystal clear. Tell the G7
debt?
and the IMF Burkina Faso is not for sale.
It's
Within
not for
hours,
sale, nigga.
The story exploded.
It seeming like y'all
From
trying to
Lagos
buy it.
Kinshasa,
We ain't selling it.
African media ran
Bitch.
bold headlines. The West demands Africa's resources Traore given 2-day ultimatum. The world began to watch, but Traore did not respond with pen and paper.
Hey,
He
this
answered
guy
with strategy and resolve.
Hey, this guy right here, that's the real definition of a leader, bro. That's the real definition of what a president is supposed to be. And I'm not just saying that because he's black. I'm talking about the way he speaks, the way you can't bother him, the way he don't get mad, he don't lash out and do shit like that, bro. This is the way a president is supposed to move, bro.
For months, a massive secret had been hidden beneath the sun-scorched plains of northern Burkina Faso. Not
Can't
rumor,
shake that nigga up.
not
You ain't scared of
speculation,
Trump.
but
They don't
fact,
buy that
a
shit.
colossal deposit of untapped mineral
Nigga.
wealth confirmed by a covert geological task force established by Traore shortly after taking power. The data had been fully encrypted by North Korean tech specialists. Everything was sealed until the first drill bit hit the ground. Then, the eyes of the West, specifically the US and France, spotted it. Surveillance satellites over the Sahel began picking up unusual activity.
Motherfucker.
Within just 2 days,
Watching.
US
Motherfuckers
intelligence
watching your
had
bag.
detected strange
Watching
energy
your bag.
signatures.
They trying to
Shipments
stick
of
their
equipment
hands in your
from
bag.
Iran and
Nigga,
Venezuela.
that's crazy, dog.
And soon after, the signals of gold
That's
lit
crazy,
up on
dog.
their screens.
That's crazy,
By
bro.
that time, Burkina Faso had reclaimed control of its gold mines from Western corporate hands, quietly expelling G7-backed contractors from its territory. French and American-controlled companies were being replaced by national military units. The revenue no longer flowed to Paris. It was now redirected into a domestic silver and development fund. The G7 and the IMF knew exactly what that meant. Here was a nation rich gold, not managed by Wall Street, not answering to Paris. not bowing to the G7, but backed by its own people, its own army, and its own vision. This was not just defiance, it was a blueprint, and it terrified them. They did not just want the gold, they wanted to kill the idea itself, before another African nation dared to follow. Then, the phone calls began, from power brokers across the West, all asking the same question. How do we stop this before it becomes another Libya, except African-owned? Their answer, use the West's influence.
Use the West's
Use
influence.
Trump's blunt force. Make Traore kneel, but the man they chose did not kneel.
He didn't kneel.
When the message reached
He didn't kneel.
Ouagadougou, it carried no trace of diplomacy.
Y'all thought because he's soft-smoking, good educated, that he was going to bow down to y'all, fool. Hey, man, right is right and wrong is wrong, bro. You don't bow down to some devilish shit, bro. Period, nigga.
See, it was wrapped in
Period,
arrogance,
nigga.
the
Fuck
language of empire disguised as business. The G7 delivered it as if it were a business proposal. But make no mistake,
This ain't no
this was
business
not
proposal,
negotiation.
bitch.
It was extortion.
This is
The
extortion.
demands were listed in a document
They getting
marked
extorted, bro.
Debt Recovery
They got
Strategy
extorted.
Framework. Its content
Bro.
was anything but subtle.
They got fucking
70%
extorted, bro,
of
right in
Burkina
our
Faso's
face,
gold
bro.
production was
on,
to be
bro.
handed over to US mining giants and IMF-appointed managers under the label gradual debt repayment. Control of all major gold
Gradual
export
debt
routes
repayment.
was to be transferred to
Man, I gotta look
US-approved
that up.
intermediaries. An American advisory board will oversee all new mining contracts and revenue distribution. And in exchange, promises of military security cooperation,
Oh.
technology partnerships, and
Oh.
protection from regime change.
What you doing, man?
Yes,
Come on, bro.
protection from regime change, a threat
man.
thinly veiled in polite words. The message was crystal clear. Pay us or pay the price. At the top of the document, in thick red ink, was a handwritten note. Traore has 48 hours. This was not just economic colonialism. It was imperialism 4.0 brazen, naked and direct.
Wow.
Among the 19 IMF member nations, the so-called neutral elite tried to appear calm. They claimed Trump was acting on his own, not as official IMF policy. But behind closed doors, no one stopped him. Because deep down, Trump was only saying aloud what they had been thinking for years. We do not care who runs Africa as long as we control what is under the ground. Captain Ibrahim Traore understood the message perfectly, and he had already made his decision. No foreign power will dictate the future of our land. If this was going to be a power game, Traore was ready, but not as a pawn. He stepped forward as a leader, a sovereign man, representing a sovereign nation. And Trump, he had just threatened the wrong soldier. When the ultimatum landed in Burkina Faso's war room,
you ain't scaring us,
did
bro.
not
We hard
flinch.
to. He didn't
He read the
flinch.
letter calmly,
Calmly.
twice.
Twice.
Then he set it aside,
Set it aside.
stood up, and said flatly,
It
"So
ain't for
this is how
sale."
they collected debt. Poison in a suit and tie." He did not wait. He did not hesitate. He lit a fire. They wanted 70% of our future.
Damn,
They would
dog.
get 100% of our resistance. He did not call the G7. He did not call the IMF. He called the commander of the Special Sovereignty Force, a covert military unit created for exactly this moment. Orders were issued fast. Lock down every oil field. Double security on all gold convoys. Cut off all data flows to foreign contractors. Prepare the national broadcast. A statement was coming. By noon, the entire country was watching. The screen went black, then a live feed appeared. No lavish studio, no flashy production, just Traore in uniform. One hand on the Burkinabe flag, the other holding a folder stamped, Burkina Faso, 48 hours to repay debt. His voice was steady, his gaze razor sharp. To the people of Burkina Faso, and to our brothers and sisters across Africa, they are not just demanding debt payments from us, nor are they simply demanding 70% of our gold. What they truly seek is the fear within us. He stopped
They want you to
speaking.
be scared.
The whole room went
They
silent.
want you to get scared
To
so they
those
can
behind
pump
this insult,
on the next
to Mr.
round.
Trump and his
Nigga.
supporters,
Nobody
you
boy
have
y'all
underestimated us. We are
Nah.
not Libya. We are not Iraq.
Keep telling you
We are
that.
not your
Keep
playground.
on doing. They gonna
We
stop
will never
following the
surrender our
rules and
land
laws,
to
bro.
repay debts you have
They
imposed.
gonna stop following our
We will
laws,
never
bro, and
bow
our
to your
rules,
weapons
bro. And
or
start
your
saying
banks.
fuck us, bro. Watch.
You gave us 2
Right,
days.
nigga.
Here
Keep
is our
playing.
answer. Now you have 2 days to take your greed, your threats, and your arrogance and leave African
Leave.
soil. He stood up.
Hey, take your 2 days, shove it up your ass, and get the fuck up out our country, nigga. That's the second time that they telling people to get the fuck away from us that's dealing with Trump, bro. Get the fuck away from us, bro. So, with a man acting like that, when it's time to make deals, who gonna want to make a deal with him? Bro, them people not making no deals with no Trump, bro. Bro, y'all can kill that, bro. And don't think that they won't team up against us, bro. Y'all thinking that it's something sweet about a whole bunch of countries against us one. Man, yeah, we tough. We tough, all right. You let them Russians and all that shit and them Chinese people intertwine with this shit. You talking about fentanyl. Bitch, that shit come from China. Go blow that bitch up. When you gonna go blow up China? When you gonna go raid that bitch and take it over? Man, that's bullshit, nigga. Nigga, these people are going around taking shit like he's the king, fool. Like he's the king of the world, bro. Taking these people resources on how they country, what they country live off of. And put your hands in their pocket and then take most of it. Dog, come on, dog. Y'all got, come on, dog. Come on, fool. Keep telling y'all, dog, this shit is collateral damage. Y'all just looking at our news. Bro, y'all better start picking up watching the world news, bro. To see what the fuck is really going on, bro. Like, dog, he trying to depot them people for their gold, dog. The most majorest resources that's made for, that make the most money, gold and motherfucking oil. That nigga trying to depot that and take it for us, bro. And then, man, blacks and browns is who we messing with, dog. He not messing with no white countries, dog. He not messing with no white countries, dog. Blacks and Spanish people, bro. Man, okay. All right. Okay. You know, I don't know how else to put it, how else I can put it for y'all, dog. What else I can say, dog? Like, bro, them people are... Man, I'ma slow down, bro. This bitch got me fucked up, bitch. You got me fucked up, bitch. Go around, ho. Motherfuckers get behind you and think they can make you do something. Like, bitch, I will get out this car and slap the fuck out of you. Woman or man. Slap the fuck out of you, bitch. Playing with me on the highway, bitch, while I'm doing 80 miles an hour, ho. And get your goofy ass out the way. Yeah, boo. But, yeah, dog. I'm telling you, dog, y'all want to listen. That shit pissed me out, dog, because, dog, that's illegal, fool. Bro, he did some movie shit to them people, bro. He sent them a note. Better, you know how, like, in the movies, motherfuckers have loan sharkers or something, and they owe them money. You got 48 hours to pay. They go, we gonna beat your ass. What? That's how America play rules? That's how they make deals? That's how you make deals. Bro, that is a billionaire's perspective on how to make deals, bro. It's stupid. It's stupid, bro. Y'all gotta be crazy, dog. Debo, that nigga name is Debo Trump, man. That's that nigga new name, man. That nigga going around deboing shit, nigga. Deboing oil, deboing gold, nigga. This shit crazy, dog. I watched this shit, dog. I got so angry, dog. I started sweating, dog. I'm like, dog, this is in our face, bro. This nigga is committing a robbery. He's committing robbery right in our face, bro. Like, and nobody's speaking up, dog. Like, and see, he thought, hey, look, and you want to know what's cold about the black guy? Is the black guy said, even if y'all do try to send them soldiers over here, bitch, we gonna put the soldiers and we gonna guard our gold. We gonna guard it. And then with him being a top leader and an outspoken, a good leader, the African president that people start following suit and wanting to protect the gold themselves, like regular Samaritans. Okay, I'll take a trip and watch it. Not just the army, bro. That's a leader, bro. Leaders, like real leaders, hey, you don't gotta ask people to follow suit because they gonna understand what you're doing. My nigga, that guy is a leader, dog. That guy is a leader, well spoken. Hey, man, and you can't shake him. I don't know why you thought you was gonna punk a soldier. Bro, that nigga thought he was gonna punk a soldier. Like, come on, Trump, dog. Like I said, the people who want to see the fights never been in a fight before. The people who want to see the wars never been in a war before. Think about that. Hey, them niggas done been in the war before, man. Like, come on, dog. Y'all don't be wanting me to talk about this shit, dog, because I'm just presenting it to y'all and showing you, dog, what it might look racist, because it is. It don't just look racist, it is. Come on, bitch. Scoopy ass fucking trucks, man. I am so sick of 18 fucking wheelers, dog. God damn. They need to put some wings on them hoes and make them hoes fly, dog. I hate 18 wheelers. Fuck that job. For real, like. Cause y'all don't want to follow the rules when y'all driving, so I say fuck a 18-wheeler job. Y'all hoes want to be in the fast lane, them slow ass trucks, bucking everybody. Fuck a 18-wheeler. Yeah, but anyway, that's been my little time, y'all. Let it sink in, man. I'll try to come back tomorrow in the morning with some good content, some more content. You know, like, shit's crazy, dog. It's ill. This is America, dog. We talking about America, bro. We are talking about America. We are talking about America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Salute, Stacks. We're talking about America, fool. Hey, them people was gonna go take that gold from them Africans, my nigga, then put a high, gold is already sky high. They was gonna put a higher price on it, bro. Hey, boy, Trump, you a fool. That nigga is Debo number. Boy, that nigga is the Debo King, man. He's the Debo King, dog. But I'm gone, y'all.